Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Glasses, all good. Yeah, give me a minute. I'm trying to boot up my computer and label the video and do all the opening stuff that I do here before we get started, just to make sure the video is monetized. All right, there we go. Got you guys pulled up. That's 27 people at the outset. That's not so bad. That's a pretty good audience. I'd sing and dance. Would I sing and dance for 27 people? Of course I would. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Well. If it isn't Evan. What's up, Luke Bat? Long time no see. Great to see you here. Oh, I think I'll wear my cross today. Got a nice wife beater shirt on. Going out to JDA. Wife beater and a cross. The JDA uniform. Woo! I just mean that he probably wears undershirts a lot. Good morning. Let me check. Oh, yeah.
You're unbelievable. You're unbelievable. Pushing down the rags, bringing out your hands down, thinking the fine side, pushing down a battlefield instead of bringing out just to walk the world and have to take your attitude, break yourself. It's a place to be, I know this world and what it seems. It's unbelievable. You better me with your questions. You don't tell no lies. You always ask what it's all about. Don't listen to smart replies. You say to me, I don't talk enough. But when I do, I'm a fool. These times I spent, I realize you should do. I leave you the things you say. Your past just give you away. The things you say is what I love you more. The things you say. Your past just give you away. The things you say. You're unbelievable. You're so unbelievable. You're unbelievable. It's unbelievable. You're unbelievable. First wave. Is it all in that pretty little head of yours? What goes on in that place in the dark? Well, I used to know a girl and I could have sworn that her name was Veronica. Well, she used to have a carefree mind of her own and a delicate look in her eye. These days I'm afraid she's not even sure that her name was Veronica.
Okay, folks, good morning. Here's Rainbow the Brute so far. Let's get these pages in order. Good morning to all of you. I'm excited to get back to some Rainbow the Brute today. That goes there. This is the page I was looking for right here. Okay, I'm going to put that aside. Page 1. Really, when you get this far, all these pages have been kind of scattered all over my office. Pulling them together, you see how much art there really is here. There's a lot of art. A book is pretty substantial. Okay, that would be here. God, I love this panel. This whole page is great. Okay, that comes after this. This is an awesome page too. Goes here. This goes here. Yeah, these pages exist in like order digitally on my iPad, but I don't think I've ever put the original art together in order. Okay, this is before she gets a spanking. Here's little Smerkette crying the blues. Nice too. I love this. Somebody's gonna get this. There are people who bought original art. That just counts as one page. I might start contacting people, seeing if they want to get some get their pages yet. Because once they're scanned, I don't need them no more.
On First Wave, I
Okay,
love the
this is when
truckers
he's
that listen
fighting
to
the
us all the time.
unicorns.
One in particular, his name is George Rich III.
And then this right here.
Good morning, Larry, from one of your favorite truck drivers. I hope everything is good with you in Massapequa Park. That's
Monkey
where I live.
sequence
I'm
is right
now
here.
in Albany, New York, heading to Rochester to get my day revved up. How about
Nice.
Depeche Mode? George, for you, anything. Here's Depeche Mode.
All right, guys.
Depeche. And Lie to Me.
Here's Rainbow the Brute so far. This is page 1. So we got to do some in-betweener pages at the beginning. We got to draw the sequence with Femussa. I put this off because I didn't want to do it, but we got to draw this beast. I've been inspired to draw this fat woman. Don't ask me why. Say I'm the only one. Tell me you love me. All right, let me see. Here we go. So I got a pretty good day ahead of me. I got to do a little bit of a signing early. I'm going to do that right before. Also, we're going. Andrea's going in for an eye exam. We got her a new pair of glasses. That's around 9. So we got a little bit of time here. Then I'll come back. Kevin said 28 would have been better. 28 what? All right. Just for a minute. I had Joey the barber come over yesterday. Yesterday was a crazy day. First of all, I had Joey the barber come over. Oh no, the day before that, I came down to the basement here and there was a leak in the ceiling. Andrea was running the dishwasher and the ceiling was leaking. And I said, oh shit. It's a little drop of water. Luckily it didn't hit any art. You know, it was just right in the center of the carpet. So, you know, we shut the breaker off to the dishwasher, turned it off, called a plumber. Plumber came in and checked it out. We had Joey the barber here cutting Ava's hair while the plumber was here. And plumber takes a look at it. And he goes down here, down to the basement. He looks up, he sees the leak, comes up to me, and he goes, I'm going to have to saw a hole through your ceiling. I go, how bad is it? He goes, it's for you, it's not good. And I said, oh, shit. So apparently one of the pipes, nice PVC pipe here, cracked. And we caught it just in time. Like, you know, it only been leaking for a day. But it looks like it happened before with the previous owners because they had there's also this kind of miscolored kind of square, you know, where they had cut through the drywall in the ceiling and then replaced it badly, didn't paint it right. And I always looked at that and said, I wonder what happened. Well, it happened again. So they came in, they saw the ceiling is like ceiling. There's a big hole in the ceiling, a long strip cut out of the ceiling, and they completely replaced the pipe. Very adventurous yesterday. And then I got to have somebody come in. Hunter says she's got a friend who remodels bathrooms who'll come in and replace the drywall here, fix the ceiling up. But man, it sucked. JDA moment. Yeah, for real. Except none of my books were damaged, fortunately. Fortunately, we suffered no damage. No damage except for the damage, you know, the plumber ended up doing. This little guy, Jose. I opened the door. Have you ever, like, seen somebody who's really, really small? And, like, instinctively you're tempted to comment on it. Like, I opened the door for the plumber and the guy's 4 feet tall.
Hello, I'm Jose. I'm your plumber.
And I was like, oh, shit. And I did not say anything. I caught myself. I said, Jose, welcome. We need you. I didn't say, hello, little guy. Where's your father? So, all good. Dennis D says, house settling to cause the PVC pipe to crack. Well, I mean, the house is like 25 years old. So, I don't know. House settling? 25 years later, maybe. PVC, you live in a double wide, says Indomitable Green Skull. I'm not sure. Like, it's not copper. We don't have copper pipes. So, that's what he was concerned about. He was initially like, you know. But who knows? Yeah, I caught myself, fortunately. Treated him with dignity and respect. Okay. All right, let's do 4 pancake panels here. I really want to stick to, I mean, where I can. I haven't been consistent about it, but I really want to stick to these big, juicy, widescreen panels for Rainbow the Brood. Because they just soak up so much color. You know, there's so much like to look at. The illustrations are big and fun. So if you have like big panels on the page, that's a good thing in my opinion. For this. Star Wars Lego Rob says everything is built with PVC now. Yeah, I don't know anything about it. You know. It's a very nice house that I live in. But yeah, there's no copper piping in here. Do you walk above where the hole was cut often? Says Camplor. Yeah, of course. It's my studio. Oh, you think that's what it was? Like, you think like I shook, like I shook the thing loose by being fat? Oh, come on, guys. I'm not that fat. I mean, I'm fat, but previous owners got cheap on the repairs, says Green Skull. 100%. Andrew remembers. I forgot this, but I remember walking through the place with them, and I said, "What's this?" And they said, "A little problem, but we fixed it." They're an older couple. A little problem there, but we fixed that. Don't worry about it. Okay. I didn't fix it. It lasted 8 years. So there's that. And Joey the Barber was here. Joey the Barber was actually pretty helpful because he, at the age of 29, he owns 5 properties. He buys cheap houses, you know, and he rents them. He rents them out, which I would be like, dude. He's like, I don't have any money. You know, it doesn't really work out. I was like, okay. Like, I pay my mortgages off with the rent, and then there are all these problems that, that come up. Few $100s in profit. Eventually, though, it should be pretty good. But yeah, anyway, he knows all about this stuff, man, because he has all these houses that have problems. Hunter's following his lead. Like, Joey the Barber is one of Hunter's best friends, so Hunter got the idea of buying a second house and renting it out from him. Renting out his first house. The PVC pipe, it wasn't burst, it was cracked. It was like a crack on the middle of it. It's a black pipe. I don't see why I can't just show you. Why wouldn't I just show you? So this is what we're dealing with right now. See? And there's the new replacement pipe. Crazy. It completely sucks. But yeah, we got to get somebody to come in there and fix it. Brand new pipe. We shouldn't have a problem anymore, but yeah, Hunter's got a drywall kid. Scarily close to your comics and stuff. What, water pipes? Yeah, I guess so. Sure. Disasters can happen. I'm not worried about my comics. I don't have comics that are irreplaceable. I'd be worried about my original artwork, and that's it. The only thing I'd be concerned about down here are comic book artwork. All right. Let's get down here. Let's get down to business. Okay, let's draw this monstrosity. So here's the page that we're starting with here. You got Papa Smerc and the Smercs, and their job is to protect Toadstool Tower. And Femussa, this big fat Medusa bitch, this Gorgon, has broken in, and you can see she's got a piercing, and she's hideous. She's got beautiful snakes. I like the snakes that I drew here. So what she's doing is she's coming into Toadstool Tower. The Smercs, their job, this is Papa Smerc, obviously, their job is to protect the orbs of power. And the orbs of power are in the base, in the center of Toadstool Tower. So somehow Femussa broke in, and she is going to go steal them, despite the Smercs. The Smercs are they're gonna spray. It has no effect. And she's actually going to stare at Papa Smerc on this page and turn him to stone. So she's going to stare him down and turn him into stone. And that's going to be on this page. On the next page, we'll do another page where she actually holds the orbs of power and takes them. And that is the object. That's the thing that Rainbow the Brute is trying to retrieve in the whole story. He doesn't want to. He's a barbarian, you know. He normally fights Thundercloud men, but he's going to go try to fight to retrieve the orbs of power. So we're going to draw Femussa now, because we got this nice close-up. So from the close-up, we're going to retreat back to a long shot where we're going to show her descending down. We're going to show all of her. Little Smercs firing guns at her as she descends down further into the tower. We're gonna do it this way. All right. So this is a perfect opportunity for a very simple 1-point perspective grid. I'll show you exactly what we're gonna do here. I think I'm gonna Dutch angle it too. So we're gonna draw a horizon line right here. And I've already decided my vanishing point is going to be here because I want to have her going down into the tunnel, right? Like, here's her snake tail down into this tunnel. So, we got a vanishing point here to accomplish that, to create that movement. Very simple. We're going to do some horizontal lines that are parallel to the horizon line. We're going to draw a grid. Very easy 1-point perspective. When you're trying to create movement, like thrust, movement, moving forward, 1-point perspective is great. Very effective.
May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you guys. It's Star Wars Day today. Star Wars Day. Happy Star Wars Day.
Today on Disney Hits, celebrating Star Wars Day. This is on 133 or on the Sirius XM app with music from a galaxy.
When does Grogu and Mandalorian launch?
Star Wars songs along with the official sounds from the Star Wars universe. Hey, you. I'm Larry the Duck on First Wave. Hey, you. May the 4th be with you on Disney Hits.
Parallel to the economy. That is right.
Watch this. This is the heavy monster sound. The nuttiest sound around. So if you're coming off the street and you're beginning to feel the heat, well, listen, Buster, you better start to move your feet to the rockinest, rock steady beat of madness. One step beyond.
Indomitable Green Skull says Ethan knows nothing of firearms. I know a little bit. I know a little bit of firearms. By the way, welcome. We got 132 people watching this morning. Let's have a great week. If you got a song you'd like me to play, send it along in a yellow super chat. Our goal is 30 super chats in 3 hours. So 6 o'clock, yeah, that should work. So send along a yellow super chat with a song request, or you can send me a coffee donation to the channel. Ooh, little Rush Limbaugh theme here. Days of Clarity. Hey Ethan, I'm halfway through my Mai Tai workout. Could use some Disintegration from the album Disintegration by The Cure. Thank you. All right, let's play it. Thank you. That's how we do it. Here we go. There we go. How was your weekend going? Says Puta. It's going good. I dodged a bunch of debates with Yellow Flash. Oh, that was the quartering. That wasn't me. No, don't send me requests for sticks. Kevin Ryan says send Ethan lots of requests for sticks. Ethan loves sticks. No! Sticks is horrible. I mean, no offense. If you like sticks, that's fine. Okay, let's get a rattle right up here. Sorry we took over Toadstool Tower, everyone. Not sorry. Sorry, not sorry we took over Toadstool Tower. Brighton decided not to work on Saturday. Brighton's going back to work today. Look, he's got you. Don't worry. He'll get you. He will handle all those requests today. He's looking forward to it. Maybe Brighton needs an assistant. Yeah, actually that's true. He probably does. Femussa versus Salamandroid. That would be a cool fight. Man, I must have watched 20 videos today of Indians getting hit by trains. What is going on in India where they can't get out of the way of trains? Or they're getting electrocuted? Why do Indians think they can stand in front of a train? Man, it's weird. I've never seen so many people get killed by not getting out. Like, trains move. You can see a train coming, you can hear it coming. It's not like it's you know what I mean? Like, it's not like it sneaks up on you. why why are these Indians getting killed by trains? I don't get it. They're like, I think I'm going to stand here and take a selfie of myself in front of the oncoming train, and then the train kills them. I've never seen anything like it. But I watched like 20 videos. I was like, wow, this is an actual phenomenon. So I'm drawing all these smirks like flying in the air, as she plows through them. I'm thinking of these Indians. Was it Sean? Yeah, it could have been. I got to ask Sean. Sean would know culturally, like those are his people. Population control. I think it's a Bollywood movie thing, says Matthew Madrano. Yeah, I saw a video where there was a little kid in the tracks, a Bollywood star. It's a Bollywood movie. And a guy just comes and like runs down the train, jumps over the front of the train, and pulls the kid out of the way just in time. I said, that wouldn't happen. That would not happen. Yeah, it could be because they don't have Jesus. You're right about that. Why are they always? Why do they just walk in front of an oncoming train? It is funny. So coolly you kissed me. Your lips magic word. Your style. The other thing was I was on this Twitter page called Pooh World Order about Indians shitting in the streets or whatever. And they had a bunch of video clips And one of the video clips was a man on the beach going, no, 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 the world is my toilet. I must poop everywhere. And I was like, that's Kabir Kumar. And it was. They thought Ro was doing a comedy bit about being an Indian and shitting on the beach. And they thought it was real. So they put it on. Oh my God. I was dying. I remember when he did that bit. It was great. Sir, you can't just shit on the beach. Oh, yes, I shit everywhere. The world is for me to shit on. For me to poop on. Did the quartering feature, he shit his pants at a Walmart, says Jose M. Yo. Ugh. I think I caught a bit of like the people were talking about him. I didn't hear him tell that story. I just heard other people talk about how he did that. And like he wiped it everywhere. I don't know. I don't. Quartering. Quartering's a different type of animal. He is a different type of animal. Man, I got to draw a million Smercs here. It's going to be fun to draw Femussa, like cruising down this hall. But I got to cover her with Smercs that are firing guns at her and that are flying in the air. That's going to take a long time. But in order for this panel, this is why I wanted to put this off. In order for this panel to be effective, you got to do it. You got to put it in. You got to put the time in. And if you don't, there's no reason to even do this. People take shortcuts, and these shortcuts just make the book not good. Luckily, I made their guns very simple. And the guns have a magazine, and they're belt fed. Huh. I'm not going to do that throughout, am I? Belt fed and a magazine. That's like wearing suspenders and a belt. Like you're really paranoid that your pants are going to fall down. I won't run out of ammo. I found CG by getting tired of the FNT crowd and was looking for real creators. And I saw a draw stream, so Star Wars like a Rob. You're welcome here, man. I love it. Thank you for finding us. John Malin, let me tell you something. John Malin cuts right to the heart of things. Like his Twitter on Dan Fraga and Paul Ravoche have been really, really good, man. He cuts right to the heart of things. John and Shane are a little different than me. When I address these people, I make room for the fact that I know they're full of shit. And, I don't acknowledge that I know they're full of shit. I just don't. I just kind of address them in a different way. John and Shane, Shane is like, I don't understand why these people are pieces of shit. And John just cuts right to the heart of the matter historically and, shows that they're morally bankrupt. in an interesting way. I liked his post on Paul Reboche. It was really good. Dan Fragga's post, his post on Dan Fragga was good too. I want to know. With nothing else to. Paul is a good singer, says Karate Stick. He is? No. I've never heard Paul Reboche sing. Pure energy. Oh, he sings his own theme song. Paul Reboche. Pure energy. We got a lot to do today, guys. Grim Jim says, I mean, you can be direct and factful as you like. They're still going to lie and try to spin it to CG's fault that they can't make good YouTube shows. Well, I think Paul Reboche is trying to get a deal with Ripasend, or he already has one. I think he's got a Ripasend deal. It's so cynical.
Talk about that before Dizzy hits on 133. Also, we heard in that set, The Killing Moon. No, it was a full moon.
Like, he didn't have to come to me and say he hated Eric July. I don't care if you hate Eric July. I'm not trying to collect Eric July haters.
2 full moons in the same month. That makes it a blue moon. You're following us, right? It is kind of thematic. Good morning.
Who cares?
Duck on First Wave. So I looked at what is the thought of the day from.
What matters is if you're a good creator and you believe in creative freedom.
Inner peace, strength,
you're anti-SJW.
Appreciate the bravery of firefighters and police officers. How about that, huh?
And you're against blacklisting.
What do we do next?
You're against the blacklisting of the mainstream.
Play Mad World.
Ready to fight with us. Oh, he has a deal. That's why he's ball washing Eric. All these guys do. Don't forget, Eric July said, I need to put out 100 books. This is why he's got to do 100 books. He is getting, first of all, he has to lower his price. And then after he lowers his price, he only gets 50% of the cover price, because the other 50 goes to the retailers and the distributors. So he's got to make it up on volume, okay? If he's not going to sell 200,000 copies of, say, Ice on number 4 or whatever it is, he's got to sell 10,000 copies of 100 different comic books in order to make it up on volume, and those books are returnable. So that's his whole thing. He's like, I got to put out a ton of fucking comic books, and even then, like, the deal isn't going to last very long before he's shut down, because it's just you know, the market is pretty well saturated with Marvel and DC stuff, and even they're not doing that well. Nobody's looking for Rippaverse. But in order for him to make any money, he's got to fucking saturate, like, the catalog, whatever the hashtag catalog is. Try to get in libraries, all the stuff that we talked about. And at the end of the day, he's just a DEI hire. They hired him because he's black. He's a black-owned business. They hired him because he's black. So they could brag. So they could brag to their shareholders. That's so bad, dude. It's such a betrayal. Such a sellout. Hey, good morning, Katie Did. I just finished a clip of Andy Andrew talking more about it. Oh, nice. Maybe we'll do a trash cast. I don't know if we can do one today because I got Kings. I want to make a lot of YouTube content this month, because last month I didn't do very much at all. My hours were down. I'm just enjoying drawing, so it's like, and Ava's play and getting sick. Last month wasn't very good. I got to do better this month. Katie, I sent you a clip from, I sent you Mandy Summers' show, and a clip of me confessing to being a kind of Mrs. Doubtfire character. You'll see. Check it out. It's a pretty good clip. I think it was Ballers. Good morning, Andy Montemayor. Those Substar cards that went out, were they new or left over from the last batch that didn't get them yet? They're brand new. They should be new, cards that nobody's seen before, nobody's gotten before. They can't sell them at $35, surely, says Grim Jim. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think you can sell those books at that price. You're looking at like market value. Although Eric is saying they're saying, look, you've established a price, so lean into it. I can't wait, dude. I can't wait to see. That's possible. I mean, maybe $35, maybe. I would go to Target and just look at what their comic books are selling for, their collected editions. But I think he's going to have to lower those prices, yeah. On books that he already sold to people that they haven't received yet.
80s era alternative.
But, I mean, the thing is, like, Rippaverse is not ComicsGate. Like, nobody there truly cares. When Red Rooster went into Walmart before the backers received their copies, there was outrage from ComicsGate. ComicsGaters were like, we're supposed to get them first. That's the deal. Rippaverse fans don't care, I don't think. They just want they don't want the books. They just want to win. They want to be associated with winning. So whatever. Eric made this video, like I owe you all an explanation, where he's trying to explain to him that like he's gonna fuck him over and he sold him out. And he's like now no longer going to be the political voice that they thought he was, because he can't be, because he's working for SJWs now. And his fans are just like, it's okay, you don't know us anything, Eric. We're so proud of you. I mean, that's the one thing. When people say you're jealous of Eric, I'm jealous of one thing. His fans are extremely loyal and don't really care. Like, he could tell them anything. They just really don't care. You go, he's tricking them. I don't know. I think they don't even care. They're just, he doesn't even really need to send them a comic book. Like, I don't think they want them. They just want to be associated with victory. They want to be associated with a black man's business. It's like, hey guys, I'm going to sell out everything that I, portrayed myself as. I'm really sorry, but I got this business deal. And they're like, good for you. That's great. Low Fat Water says, I can't wait to see Rob Liefeld's next cover for Cyberfrog. Wait, why do you say that? He says, you're a baller. Can't wait to see Rob Liefeld's next cover. I'm sorry, Low Fat Water. I don't get your joke. Let me see. Liefeld, the exaggerated Captain America artist. Yeah, I would never hire Rob Liefeld to do anything. That's John Malin's guy. There's no possible way that I would ever hire Rob Liefeld to do a cover for me. Even if he would, I'm not interested. Rob is just, sorry, he's not a good artist. It feels weird to have to say that. But his stuff is junk. It's just fucking garbage. Trash. People like it because of nostalgia and all that stuff, but, for me, like, I'm interested in hiring good artists. Like a Dale Keown cover is a dream come true. I'm a big fan. We're all big fans, but I mean, I am on the record of being a big fan of his since like 1993, 92. Before that, I mean, when Hulk came out, my dad brought home a Peter David, Dale Keown Hulk book, and he said, have you seen this new guy, this new artist? And he's like, and it's really funny too, like the writing is good. I said, what? So my dad introduced me to Dale Keown. Yeah, Billy got one, which is crazy. And to be fair, like Billy's She cover by Liefeld is I mean, it's about as good as you can get from Rob. But I mean, if you're getting a Rob Liefeld cover, you're getting it for his name value. And maybe he has some fans, But I would never pay money for it. Like whatever Rob would charge would be way too much money. Who do I want? Like I would want. Oh, I want J. Scott Campbell. J. Scott Campbell priced me at $100,000 for a cover, which I know he doesn't charge other people that. It would be worth it. I know I could make the money back, but yeah, I can't spend $100,000 on a J. Scott Campbell cover. Who else would I want? Todd McFarlane, Mark Silvestri. Anyone else? There aren't too many people that I'm looking for. Yeah, I would get J. Scott Campbell's Heather Swain alone would be amazing. I would get J. Scott Campbell to draw Heather Swain and Anne O'Malley, Dystopia and Deathfly. I don't even think I would ask him to draw Cyberfrog. I'm not sure that he could do a very good Cyberfrog. Maybe Cyberfrog would be on there. But I would just have him draw those teenage girls. That's what he specializes in, you know. His Spider-Man's okay, but I'm there for the Mary Jane. $100K buy you a lot of PVC piping. Yeah, that's what I need right now. That's what I'm investing in currently. Just Batman says the pool leaking. No. I told the story at the beginning of the stream. The kitchen water line, dishwasher sink, the pipe burst. It kind of split, and so we had a plumber in here yesterday who cut a hole in my ceiling to access the pipe.
They were from Irvine, California,
and replace it.
Young the Giant. They have a new album out called Victory Garden, and coming up at 8 a.m. Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific, on All Nation, on 36 and on the Sirius XM app. They actually spotlight this new album, but they also perform.
So there's a hole in my ceiling right now.
Exclusive session live, and they will also perform a song, an exclusive cover from U2. You deserve a great track from U2 after we go to the Kingdom of Rain, which is England. Matt Johnson and the.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, like Dale Keown, people know him from the Hulk. He showed up. He drew a couple of like fill-in books for Marvel, but really, like he drew the Hulk. That's where people got to know him. And I don't know how many issues, maybe 20 issues total. But it's definitive stuff. Especially the Punisher crossover with the Hulk. So good. And, Image recruited him. So he wanted to draw something like the Hulk, so he created Pitt. I'm just inspired by the Indians getting hit by trains. I've never seen it. I've never seen anything like that before. Why? Why do Indians get hit by trains? Juggernaut worship. That could be why, right? Huh. Gate 7 Clamp says Ethan is soy. Confirmed. Why? How's that confirmed? Riding on top of trains, walking down the tracks, taking selfies as a train barrels down at them. That's what's cool. No joke, it's part of their culture. They have this thing called is that basically stupid levels of honor culture where they can't back down ever. They will get close to tracks to farm is that. That is so weird. The artist says, Hail CG, highlights of ballers. You dancing to Paul Ravoche, and plus you in drag. Yeah, I got Katie did. Hopefully she'll clip that. Hard art. John shilling for Rippo wearing an Islam hat at the very end. Classic nouveau because you're young. Sounds good. Thank you, the artist. Yeah, John bought that hat. I was gonna kill him. He bought that hat a couple years ago. Let's see. Because you're young. I like John's practicality. So, it looks like Rip is gonna win. Been watching all these Russell Brand videos too this weekend. What do you guys think of Russell Brand and his situation? Yeah, Russell is the lucky one getting away from Katie. Katie's got the same thing. Like, Katie's a pervert too. Katie is like a female version of him. Her disgusting sexual harassment of young men on American Idol. These women have to understand something. Like, you're 35 years old. You might be hot stuff to somebody like me who's, older, but a 19-year-old boy sees you as an old lady and you kissing him and everything. He doesn't think he's the luckiest guy in the world to get kissed by Katy Perry. He's disgusted by it. Women like Ruby Rose. Oh yeah, the Ruby Rose thing. Like, Ruby Rose said that Katy did. I keep saying Katy did. Katy Perry. Katy Perry like raped Ruby Rose. JD Kirby Dark Overlord says she's a target. R.I.P. Yeah, like, I can't tell. Like, I think he's a fake Christian. That's a new thing, like being like a fake Christian. Melanie Mack, quartering, Yellow Flash. Yellow Flash saying Christ is king. Remember when Yellow Flash, we had to yell at him because he got drunk and he talked about how much he hated Christians? And he like privated that stream real quick. Is Melanie Mack a fake? Oh, of course she is. Real Christians, you don't need to do that. You don't need to like show up holding a Bible, and it's just so weird. It's all performative. They found an audience that they want to target. She's a gross bitch, and all that fake Christianity is repellent, just repellent, grotesque to me. Anyway, that's how I feel about it. The artist says Russell was always creepy, in your face. I hate those types. Berlin, no more words. Yeah, people had to suffer with him in Europe a lot more than we ever did. Like, apparently he was pretty big over there until he couldn't get hired anymore. But I don't think there's been a better internet moment in recent memory than what just happened with Pierce Morgan. Pierce Morgan, rare Pierce Morgan W, saying, just asking him questions, being like, "So, is that the Bible you brought with you to court?" He says, "The very same." And he's like, "What were you reading?" And challenging him as a Christian to just cite a Bible verse that inspires him. I mean, anyone would do. If I were asked, like, because I've read the Bible thousands of times when I was a teenager, but not recently. Okay, I'm done reading the Bible. Read it. It's boring. Still a Christian though. But if they ask me, like, what, name a verse that means something to you, I would say, "No weapon formed against me will prosper." That is such a cool verse. I walk with God. I'm protected by God. I'm protected by Jesus Christ. No weapon formed against me will prosper would be my inspirational Bible verse. But he couldn't think of anything. Not a thing. Anything would have done. He could have just come up with anything. Crazy. Okay, I'm back. I wanted to change the frog's water over there. What do we got here? Oh, look at this. Mind of Wolfie Smith, Iron Maiden, Holy Smoke. Okay. Holy Smoke. That's very much like what we were just talking about. Gwyn, Lord of Cinder, says, "I don't read the Bible," calls others fake Christians. No, I'm very direct about the fact that I was raised with that. I've read it a million times. I'm not reading. My entire childhood was waking up at 5 a.m. and reading the Bible with my dad. I understand. I don't think you need to sit there and have the Bible with you all the time to understand and have a relationship with God. I think it's a prop. D Artist says, "I wouldn't know Russell Brand exists if I haven't watched The Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson on YouTube. I was a huge fan 15 years ago." Lindsey Buckingham, trouble. Thanks, D Artist. I'm trying to think of where I saw him first. So no Bible time with me. That's right. Absolutely not. Fake Christians walk around with the Bible. It's not necessary. You just need to have a relationship with Jesus. You need to give yourself over to Jesus Christ. Pray. Understand what his sacrifice meant, but uh, it really does strike me as like, look, we're gonna go over the Bible. Like, it's not important. I guess if you haven't ever read it before, you should. But, horrendous. You don't need to read the Bible. Pray. Pray twice a day. Talk to God. Mormons lol, says virtual HMM. That's not what Mormons say. That's what I say. Mormons are obsessed with reading the Bible. You have to understand. I was dragged out of bed. I went to church 7 days a week when I was a kid. My dad didn't teach me anything. My dad didn't teach me how to change a tire. My dad taught me about the Bible and the Book of Mormon every effing day. Every day. My whole head is full of that stuff. It's enough. So maybe it's just me saying that. Maybe that's not good advice for Christians. Abacus Flynn says, I dedicate this one to the new leader of War Campaign. Hell, Liam, play I Will Lead You by Filter, eh? Okay. I don't know what Liam's doing these days. I saw Liam on with War Campaign and with Pan and what's the other guy? And I said, and by the way, they're sitting there talking to him. All they wanted to talk to him about was me. And I'm like, Liam, they're just using you. He's like, I need to redirect them to help me destroy Stimulated Cynic and my enemies. Liam, they're not going to do that. They don't care about that. How could he be like so blind? 30 seconds of Katy Perry fireworks, says JD Kirby. All right, I'll play Katy Perry. Because you got $2 then? As soon as people realize that everything is about me, I think you'll be better. Shane Davis, they're coming after Shane. It's about me. It's not about Shane. Liam Gray, it's not about Liam. It's about me. Well, except for the people who are allying themselves with Liam. It's about me. Paul Reboche, it's about me. Let me just make sure Andrew doesn't need help. I hear her upstairs. Call Star Production says, Ethan, do you understand that non-U.S. people hate you now? Who? So for $100, you'll play Baby Shark on repeat, says Karen? Yeah, of course. Carl Star Production says, you fucked our countries? Who did? Me? Or the United States? Oh, you mean the United States? What, is this a Trump thing? You fucked our countries. Sure, I'll play Eric's band on repeat. Hold on, let me check with Andrew. I'll be right back. Make sure she's okay.
Come along, take a ride across the sky for an hour. Leave your mind, take your soul, fill the whole with flowers. From the lake through the trees, in the street for the powder, in the creek for the breeze. I got a place for this power. 'Cause I am Come along to this lake, take your sympathy with your symphony. See this dish, a wonderful wish, it's a perfect kiss, it's the real thing. See the fish, it's the greatest of hits, it's the missing with the wishing. At least you caught a smile when you caught the wild, when you did this kissing. 'Cause
Okay. Just had to take out the garbage. What is going on? You and only you F their countries. Pramvakulati's here, hello. Pramvakulati, what's going on with your people jumping in front of trains? What is going on? I saw these videos, Pramva, of Indians getting hit by trains. Crazy. You guys have to move out of the way of oncoming trains. I don't care about Indian pride and machismo. You can't get hit by a train. It kills you. Pramba, your people are getting killed by trains. It hurts to get hit by a train. don't care how big you are. I don't care how bad you are. You know, a train hits you, you're gonna go flying. It's gonna make you. It's gonna make your body fly through the air like a Raggedy Ann doll. You got to get out of the way. What do you mean by you people? Says Lofa. I said your people, not you people. Your people. Indians. People from India. Yeah. I don't know why it's happening, but there's a whole big thing about it on Twitter. We'll get knocked senseless. Also electrocuted. Oh, Prabhat, I want to ask you about that too. Your people have to stop touching power lines. You know what I mean? That's the other thing that they keep showing me is Indians getting electrocuted. And they don't have to. It's like you don't have to get electrocuted. That's how we stress test trains. Just all right, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, it'd be one thing if like one single Indian stopped the train by standing in front of it, like, but that's never happened and never will. Like that guy did it, I could do it too, but nobody can do that.
I'm on the highway walking across America, sweat staining my blue suede shoes. Race wars, star wars, planet wars, mind wars, trying to find ways to get to you. Always on a precipice, can you wish to walk with you prescribe? 'Cause every moment of the sacred, yeah, it's such a wild ride.
Oh my god. What's so funny, Ethan, says Lofell, I'm reading you guys. No survival instinct. Seen their food, says well read. I feel sorry for the poor bloody train drivers, says William Wellborn. And all the commentary about the trains is very funny. I'm just reading you guys. That's all. That's what makes me laugh, is you guys. You are hilarious. And of course you are. Good morning, guys. Good morning. I'm not ignoring the chat at all. Quite the contrary. Let me say good morning to Wodenshot. Wodenshot says he's not in broadcaster mode. He's in draw fag mode. He's not aware that makes bad radio. Oh my God, you're so right. He's been ignoring the chat. Hello, well read. Hello to you. Hello, Jabba the Cuck. And there's me Q. What's up, me Q? Even myself. Let's say hello to Brighton this morning. Okay. Good morning, guys. Yeah, we're going to have a great day today. Today is going to be a good day. A good day for you and me. Tonight, of course, is ComicsGate Kings. I will be hosting that. I don't have a topic yet. I wonder if you guys have ideas for things that, we could draw. Now, Paul Ravoche will not be on. Bob and KC. I don't think he'll ever be on again. Paul Ravoche stumbled into our cult, our evil cult. And, he's just full of regrets now. He had no idea that we were a cult, a hate group. It's not Paul that's hateful. It's not Paul's messages to me that were hateful. It's me. I'm hateful. We are. Paul Ravoche wasn't seething and spittle-flecked rage over Eric July. That's me that was doing that. It wasn't Paul. That was me. Any Marvel characters that had gamma radiation, says Belmar. Ooh. Gamma irradiated characters. Wow, horrible. What a terrible song. You know who's a good guy? Billy Tucci. Billy Tucci called me up just to see how Andrea was. He said, we were just thinking about Andrea. I wanted to call and see how she's doing. Is Billy Tucci a real one or what? That's awesome. D Artist says, CG King's topic suggestion, trains rescue. Matthew Wilder, train rescue and fight, etc. Matthew Wilder, the kid's American. All right. That's an obscure one. Matthew Wilder, the kid's American. He's known for one song. But let's do it. That episode of Kings where Bosch and Paul went at it for almost the entire show was epic. I don't even recall that. I'll have to find that. D, how would these lyrics be if the kid was Serbian? What is it like there? What's it like in Serbia? So Paul Ravoche was on ComicsGate Kings from February 2024 to like July of 2024. And there are a bunch of people who are actually looking for his appearances to clip him. That's got to be something that I ask newcomers from now on. Like, you're aware that like people think ComicsGate is a hate group. Can you tell me why you'd want to belong to a group, a club that people think is a hate group? Can you explain like why that's okay with you? Like, where do you stand on that? I'd love to get that on the record because everybody acts surprised. They go, "It's a hate group," when they leave. I'd like to get people to be like, "Yeah, I heard that, but I know it's bullshit." You know, what exactly are you looking for from ComicsGate? What do you want from us? What do you want from these people? Let's get that on the record too. What are your expectations here? Why are you here? I heard that, but I have nowhere else to go, says Little Movie Perp. Yeah, that's probably like the answer. And that's not a bad answer, though. As long as you go, I don't think they're a hate, as long as, it's like, I don't think you guys are a hate group or whatever it is. But I mean, I have nowhere else to go is the honest answer for a lot of these guys. It's kind of like a last resort, which is why, for many people, it's a last resort, which is why we collect these fucking bits of human dryer lint. Ridiculous. They make his gun go off, too. I'm just reading Malin's Twitter. He really gave it to Ravoche, says Tim Roberts. Yeah, I love his Twitter posts. John cuts through the bullshit. For all the haters, detractors, and zeros, social distortion far behind. After Doc can finish, please, says Flady1. You got it. Man, I want to get a drawing day in where I'm drawing for like 10 hours. I did a bunch of those 2 months ago. I wonder if I could do that today, aside from the errands I need to run. It's just so cowardly. I mean, we're already the underdogs. You know what I mean? We got the whole internet beating up on us. And it's like you come here to try to take from us. And then you immediately, like, turn on us and then call us names, too. It's so fucking cowardly. I can't get over it. I don't like people that join the dog pile. I don't like that. It's why I'm not going to sit there and get involved in making quartering videos. I can't stand it. I'm like the only one going after Eric July. Small handful of people. But everybody will turn on him eventually. It's going to happen as soon as it's safe to do so. Same thing that they're doing with the quartering. Everybody's going to get eaten up eventually. Job of the Cut says, get over it. Get over what? Get over Paul Ravoche's betrayal. It's not even just Paul Ravoche. It's everybody who does that. You know? It's like, it's so easy. You join the underdogs, and then you stab him in the back and join the dog pile. Shameful. Just start out in the dog pile. Just go over and join the dog pile right, like, first at the outset. We don't need to think you're a friend. Okay. Yeah, Yellow Flash is disgusting for going after the quartering because the last time we were fighting with the quartering, Yellow Flash groveled to him. He got really scared. He sobered up. And he groveled to the quartering like, we're friends. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I wonder why Paul turned on us so quickly, says Gate 7 Clamp. I think he got into a fight with, I don't know. I'm not sure. I guess it could be some of Bosch. Bosch fighting with Paul. I do remember that now. And Graham Nolan didn't like him very much. I will deal with you another time, Ethan, says Jabba the Cog. Yeah. Well, Shane just posted an open letter to Paul Ravoche on X. Oh, God. Let's find out. Oh, play. Why is it doing that? Play. Okay, fine. I'll read Shane's open letter in a second. Let me see. Uh, John Malin, first of all, says Dan and Paul were treated well here. Everyone worked exceptionally hard on Dan's behalf, Dan Fraga. He fit in well and was well liked. He made good money here. He largely disappeared. We reassured fans to have confidence in Dan for years with no reason not to. That wasn't enough for Dan. He took petty grievances from himself and others and rolled them into a rage toward the people that helped him so he could disassociate, in my humble opinion. Yeah, I think that's why, too. I think Dan was just like, I got to get out of here. Like, there are a couple of things. First of all, I have a big obligation. I got to do this book that's like way behind. There's a lot of money that, that's on the line here, like nearly $250,000. And I'm not sure that Dan, like, is Dan going to finish the book? I'm not sure if he is or not. I'm not sure. But if he's not, like, he's got to get away from us and he's got to have a plausible reason to get away from us. And so it's like they're bullies and haters. And I got it. What a cult that fell into. What a mistake. And so there's that. And there's also kind of possibly the idea that, it's like, yeah, there are consequences to associating with ComicsGate. You are going to get labeled ComicsGate. So don't come over here if you're not familiar with that, if you're not ready to deal with that. There could be career consequences. We're here because we're blacklisted. You know what I mean? So it doesn't really matter. You can call us ComicsGate. It's fine. But if you're not blacklisted and you're just here to pick up a few bucks, like, it's really stupid. I mean, it's a bad move. You are still going to be labeled ComicsGate, no matter what. You were with us. We have, it's like, so bizarre. Like, don't, no half measures. Don't just dip your toe in. Be a big part of this. Um, so I think that's probably why. Career consequences for being associated with ComicsGate, and then also, holy shit, this book isn't done. What if I don't get it done? Is the money still there? I don't know, man. I don't want to speculate about that. Malin says, we never really got to know Paul. He drew backgrounds in cartoons. He was entitled and angry under the surface, correct. He hit it well from my point of view. Now, angry. That's all I really know about the guy. CG moves on. So that was John's first post. And then he said this. This is amazing. He said, cult and hate group. We were labeled that on day one for supporting Trump. Marvel editor Alana Smith, my editor, said publicly that if we voted for Trump, win or lose, they would remember. Bleeding Cool literally tried to tie me to a white supremacist group for Easter egging Shell Beach from Dark City. That was so weird. I stood and I spoke out. Others too. Didn't see Paul. Mark Waid then used his power to block our publishing deal because Zach noticed activists moving into the Big Two and spoke up as it entered the work. Neil Gaiman supported Waid, saying, not saying stop this censorship. Anti-men and anti-white and unsolicited opinions on Israel narratives became welcome at the Big Two. Dangerously safe, pointing it out made you a bigot, an ist. Hypocrites, but no Paul anywhere. The mainstream's cult-like hate grouping and messaging has been heard and normalized. Conservatives are not welcome unless silent. Paul? Nope. Years of our speaking out over here building while taking hits from inside and out. Not Paul. Paul wasn't here. Never stood, never took a real public hit beside us. Now, for the first time in his life, he's afraid that he might be called an ist. Good. Now Paul has found his courage to kick a beaten and mad as hell street dog. If we are a hate group, which Paul himself says we are, then Paul should be remembered historically as a comical buffoon that accidentally joined a long-established hate group. Brilliant. Love it. 100% correct. All you guys are anxious. These people are all anxious to join us until it doesn't work out for them socially, financially. And then all of a sudden it's a real problem. And oh my God, hate group, et cetera, et cetera. Let's see what Shane had to say. Shane Davis. Oh, what is this? Did Paul Ravoche say some things about Shane? Read this and weep. What does this say? Average and below average artists such as Shane Davis, John Mayle, and Ethan Van Sciver have no leg to stand on. They proclaim themselves as comic book professionals, but couldn't remotely live up to the standards that people routinely lived by in the past. It's no wonder as they sit lazily for years in their basements streaming inanities. wasting time and wearing freakish costumes, drinking, swearing, and leering at boobies like misbegotten, famished 12-year-old boys. And he posts this thing like Grok is saying in the golden and silver ages, people had to do 2 pages a day, 3 to 4 pages daily. And Shane says, Paul Revose, just for some context, I drew 12 consecutive monthly issues of Metal Men with covers, plus one shots, multiple 6-issue arcs, Mystery in Space, Superman, Batman, and 3 OGN, Superman, Earth 1, Volume 1 and 2, and Shadow Walk. You know, actual consistent professional work. But please go ahead and keep grasping at straws to defend your aggressively mediocre style and personality. Holy shit. I get it. I mean, what else can you do at this point in your life? The reality is I've drawn monthly comics before, done it better, and somehow managed to be an interesting person at the same time. Wild concept, I know. Anyway, congrats on having the charisma of a dead AA battery. Truly inspiring stuff. Woo! Shane going nuts. Yeah, this thing like Paul Revose talking about quantity of output. I'm not seeing him produce. I'm not seeing him produce 2-3 pages a day either. Honestly, I'm not seeing it. All these guys talk about what people did in the golden age. Look at those golden age pages. People were getting paid $5 a page back then. They had to produce that kind of output in order to just survive in the day of paper and pulp comics. But things are different today, thankfully. I'm just here to tell my stories, man. I don't know about these, I don't know about what Paul's talking about, where it's like, yeah, you should be doing more and more and more. For what reason? If I did more and more and more work, we have to get these things funded. It's not easy. We're not in the mainstream anymore. We don't have, we don't have what we had at Marvel and DC. We just don't have that. I'm here to do good work at this point in my career, not fast work. I want to do something I'm proud of. It's such a fucking uphill battle with these retards. They don't understand. They pretend not to understand exactly what it is that I've made very clear over and over and over again since I started crowdfunding Cyberfrog Comics. I'm here to tell my best story, and Cyberfrog's the last thing that I'm going to do. So there you go. All right, so those are Shane and John's thoughts.
Classic alternative, not cloaked in flannel.
I mean, I wouldn't call Paul Revose aggressively mediocre, but there's something wrong with him. It's not about his artwork. His art's fine. It's just he's a sucker. And he's filled with hatred. One of the first things I noticed about him, like his posting, was the fury that he felt towards Chuck Dixon, towards Eric July, just pure rage. And I'm a stranger. I've never heard of you. I don't know who you are. And the first thing I know about you is that you're extremely angry. Over being passed over, which is what it was. He was passed over. Eric was supposed to hire him to draw Alpha Core with Chuck Dixon, and Eric said, no, I'd rather use Joe Bennett for whatever reason. I don't know why. And Chuck Dixon, instead of going, flexing his legendary might and saying, no, like, you got to use Paul Revose. He's a better artist. He's my friend. Whatever it was. Chuck didn't care. Chuck just threw him under the bus. Chuck said, yeah, okay, that's great. See you later, Paul. And that's crazy. I understand why he'd be mad at Chuck Dixon over that, I guess. And they were supposed to be working on another book together that Paul Revose was funding. Yeah, a lot of anger towards Paul is going to come out. This is just the start. I'm hearing rumblings of like even the like other kings, professional type kings, just pissed at Paul Revauche. I'm not going to have to do or say much. I'll just let them do it. Paul probably quoted Eric's page rate, and Eric said, "Hell no." Says Days of Clarity. I don't think so. I know what Paul's page rate is. It's perfectly reasonable for Eric to pay that page rate at a time when they're doing Alpha Core #1, right? When there's every expectation that Alpha Core is going to make 7 figures. Paul Revauche's page rate wouldn't scare me at all if I thought that what he was going to do would result in 7 figures of earning. So I don't think that's the reason. I think that if you want to ask my opinion of what happened there, I think that even Eric recognized the marquee value of Joe Bennett. Remember, this is Alpha Core #1. This is like the next book that came after Islam, right? So it's a big book for Eric. Or Islam #2 or something like that. I can't remember when it came out, but I think it was the second Rippaverse title. And Joe Bennett had marquee value. He just came from Marvel, blacklisted over there. Everybody knew who Joe was. Like, he used to draw the Hulk. And who the hell's Paul Revauche? I mean, Chuck Dixon has a lot of friends that are like, cartoonists down on their luck types who he, kind of brings along with him. If you hire Chuck, he's got an idea of who's going to draw his script, and it's someone you've never heard of. So, it's like, I'm getting this job. I'm going to bring my friends along. I'm going to bring a friend with me, which is admirable, But from Eric's position, it's like, I've never heard of Paul Revauche. I had to do a little research on Paul to find out what he was known for so that I could sell him, so I could brag about him. But it wasn't much. I was like, oh, wow, look at this. He did backgrounds for an Oscar-nominated short feature, animated series, or animated movie. He did the backgrounds for that. I mean, that's kind of cool. Does it mean anything to, like, comic book collectors? No. I don't think so. I could try. See, with Doug TenNapel, it was the same thing. I was like, I can sell you. I can just tell people that you're the creator of Earthworm Jim. It doesn't matter, VeggieTale, any of this other stuff that you've done. Like, you've done a bunch of stuff, but I think my audience will know Earthworm Jim. So I can get people hyped about you. You didn't hire Paul. That was enough to send him over the edge. Change the format of Kings. People miss Mummy news and Dojar Cat updates and promos, says Bearwolf 13. Yeah, I'm aware. Tom Tuttle says, Paul Revauche did fill a need, though. Prior to him, we didn't have anybody auctioning off pictures of walls. Yeah, I always had to do these auctions with him. He was there. Like, whenever there's certain people, it's like Kane and White was one. Whenever it was auction time, they were there. Whenever we're doing a ComicsGate auction, these guys showed up. He made a great book in 1976, an awesome debut. Look it up. He was 20 years of age. Oh, yeah? In 1976? He was 20 in 1976? I was 2 years old in 1976. Is he 18 years older than me? So he's 70?
6 p.m. Eastern, 3 o'clock Pacific, Magnificent 7 Mondays. Richard Blade is your host. The musical time warp goes back 43 years ago today, to May 4th.
What the hell?
And the 4th be with you in 1983. And I'll tell you, 2 of the 7 bands were one band at one time. Then they split. That was the Human League and Heaven 17. That's today. Tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Eastern. New Sensation Tuesday. This one's sad. I'm Larry the Duck on First Wave. As we remember the late, great Mike Peters of The Alarm, who sadly passed away. It was a year ago last week. His final single has been released, and Richard will play that final single from Mike Peters of The Alarm tomorrow on New Sensation at 6 p.m. Eastern. You got The Alarm right after this from Susie and the Banshees.
Man, a lot of stuff about him doesn't make any sense. This is when Susie got real, like, commercial. Her stuff sounded great. Started to sound more like The Cure during this period. Yeah, I think that going after, Shane going after his artwork and calling him, like, mediocre and stuff. And listen. The artwork that I saw, like, his backgrounds were beautiful. Very Kirby-esque. Beautiful use of contrast. Very nice. Never had a problem with his art. I just I always thought it was good from what I could see. But yeah, he's a fucking asshole. And I mean, all these guys who are talking about, back in the old days, these guys used to produce a lot of work. I mean, lead by example. Go produce a lot of work and show me what it looks like. Paul Ravoge. Produce 2, 3, 4 pages a day. Right now. Show me what that looks like.
want my name, they don't know my kind. Turn after you without promises.
Don't have those expectations of me. I don't think I've ever been like that, ever in my career. Have I done a book in a month before? I think so. Not really, though.
That's a home from home. The painted walls are all we've ever known. The guns forever, that's our battle cry. It is the flag that we fly so high. For every day, they'll try and drag us down. Cry with anger, I have done no crime. Yeah, yeah.
Good morning, Joe Gnome.
Classic, alternative, and new wave is even better when enjoyed with a friend. Hey, bud, let's party. And you've got Larry the Duck on first wave.
San Labuda says, you made a great point. Why hasn't he built a network since he is so long in the industry? And I don't think he was ever canceled for his political views. Yeah, I really don't know. I don't know much about him at all. He says he was soft canceled. In the message that he sent me, he says he was soft canceled for his politics. I don't know what that means. I don't know anything about Paul's problems except what he told me. I just thank him for blessing me with his fucking his problems, his situation. Thank you for showing up into my life. Nobody was looking for you. I was looking for Del Keown, though. The hard bigotry of soft cancellation, says Puta 954. Yeah, I don't know what it meant. I never understood what he was talking about. I didn't care. All I know for sure is that it's about money, because he said so. But it usually is, you know. Jose M says Vicky versus Cream in her diaper right now. What, right now? How come? What's going on? Hmm.
Monday morning. Art the Duck with you at First Wave. Romeo Void.
Oh, so Miyazaki was the guy who won the Oscar that he was nominated for. I didn't know that.
That girl is Chrissy Hunter. The song she always hated.
Oh, that's funny. I didn't know that. I didn't understand that reference.
So much she told her producer, "You can only release it, quote, over my dead body." It became a hit. I think Seymour Stein from Sire Records had to convince her to put it out. In the meantime, you would think she didn't like the song "Stop Your Sobbing." No, she loved the song since she was a little girl. In 1964, it was Ray Davis and the Kinks that wrote "Stop Your Sobbing," and they got together in the recording of this song. And the two musicians, Chrissy and Ray Davis, had a romantic relationship and ended up having a child. But the other members of the band didn't know the song. So what happened was Chrissy brought in Nick Lowe to produce it. The song that was their first single in 1979, The Pretenders, and "Stop Your Sobbing." It is time for you to stop all of your sobbing. Yes, it's time you to stop all of your sobbing. Oh, there's one thing you gotta do.
I still think that's funny. That's why he hates that song. Canadians do it better.
First Wave. Moving forward, using all my breath. Making love to you was never second best. I saw the world crashing all around your face, never really knowing it was always mesh and lace. I'll stop the world and melt with you. You've seen the difference and it's getting better all the time. There's nothing you and I won't do. I'll stop the world and melt with you. We should dream of better lives, the kind which never hate. Trapped in a state of imaginary
He got pissed at Ethan when he said Canadians were commies. Or I said they're cowards, not commies. Paradise Eve, Orbital Hub says Paradise Eve OST 13 out of phase. This one's great to create with. All right, let me check it out. Parasite Eve. That is pretty chill. I like that music. Let's see where it leads us. Oh, I gotta get moving. All right, I gotta get going, guys. I gotta run a couple of errands. I really want to stay and draw, but I gotta make sure all the prints are signed for Brighton to pick up. So Brighton has something to do today. He's got plenty to do today. And then I gotta go get glasses, get my eyes checked, get Andrew's eyes checked, get some new glasses. I will be back after that, and we'll get back to this. But this is what we're doing. Here's the sequence we're working on. We got Toadstool Tower. The defenders of Toadstool Tower are the Smercs. Here's Papa Smerc. This is Femussa. She is a feminist Medusa monstrosity. As you can see, she's got the piercing here, and she is in Toadstool Tower because that's where the orbs of power are kept, and she wants to collect the orbs of power. She wants to steal them. The Smercs are their job is to protect the orbs of power. So Femussa is going down the long hallway here into the depths of Toadstool Tower to steal the orbs of power. On this page, we're going to see her just blast through the Smercs as they try to shoot her. And we're going to have a Gandalfian scene where Papa Smerc is standing in front of the orbs of power, and he's kind of like, no further. And she looks at him and turns him into stone. And Smirkat witnesses this and starts crying. She's like screaming. And then on the next page, Femussa will steal the orbs of power and leave. And then we have to cut to another scene where Rainbow the Brute and his horse, Napalm, pull up to the bar. Okay, so we're going to have a nice splash page to start of Rainbow the Brute, like covered in rain and everything like that. He just got done fighting the Thundercloud Men, parks Napalm outside of the bar, the saloon, and goes in, and that's where we cut to the unbearables. So those are the beginning pages of Rainbow the Brute, the actual fantasy sequence. We're getting them done. That way, we'll have a bunch of pages in a row, ready to start lettering at that point. Ready to start lettering, scripting it, and lettering it. Yeah, thanks, guys. I will see you again in a few. So hang out. Please come back when I go live again. Bye.